the slaves in Egypt out, like David who threw a stone, and the giant fell down, like Jonah who ran away, but in the belly of the whale turned round. I wanna be a hero of the faith, in your proud I'll run this race, a hero of the faith for you. I wanna be a hero of the faith, make me strong so I can be a hero of the faith for you.
Good morning, boys and girls, moms and dads, all of you watching at home. Thank you for tuning in to another day of our Heroes of Faith virtual VBS. It is day 4, right? Day 4 already, but we are having fun and enjoying each and every day. Today, our hero is going to be Moses, and we'll learn about how Moses faces his fear. So on Monday, we spoke about our hero Abraham. Tuesday, we spoke about Esther. Yesterday, we spoke about Elijah and how he made initiative and he thought fast about what to do. So we're going to see how Moses faces his fear today. Today, I'm going to tell you a little bit about where we are. We are at Christ the King in Danbriga town in the Stan Creek district. And our priest in charge here is Reverend Barbara Rosado. And now we're going to see who our co-hosts are going to be for today. Let's see who it is. Okay, so over here we have Analia Zuniga and Gail Palmerston. And these special guests, they were our Feature Friday youth. So if you haven't seen them, you could take a look in our Youth Connect and look and read up their profile of all the wonderful things they have done for their church, Christ the King. So Analia, tell us a little bit about yourself.
I grew up in Nangega. I went to Christ the King Anglican School, and ever since I graduated, I've always been fond of the church. I just enjoy helping people.
Very good. So she loves helping people, so I guess that's why she is our helper for today. Gail, tell us about yourself. Gail is shy, everyone. So let me start and then Gail could continue. So Gail is the person who handles the projector at the church. So if you didn't bring your prayer book, Gail makes sure that the projector is running smoothly. Is that so, Gail?
Yes.
What else do you do?
I help clean the church and help Rev do other services.
So they are super helpers indeed. What do you like to do for fun?
I play sports. All sports.
All sports. And you, Gail?
I like to play basketball.
So we have some sports persons over this side. We have athletes. So are you guys excited for today?
Yeah.
Excited to learn about Moses and how he faced his fears? Are you fearful of anything?
A lot.
A lot. What are you fearful of?
Heights.
Heights. She has a fear of heights. And you, Gail?
Fear of snakes.
Fear of snakes. And I have a fear of being in the dark. So we all have our fears, just like Moses. Now we're going to see how Moses faces his fear in our Bible story for today.
The Faithful Hall of Fame, Moses. This is Moses.
Heyo.
Moses was an Israelite boy born in Egypt in a time when Israelite boys were not supposed to live.
Wait, huh?
The Israelites were slaves to the Egyptians. But God had a special plan for Moses,
Oh, eh?
and he spent his childhood in the palace of the Pharaoh. You see, when Moses grew up, he made a big mistake.
Uh-oh.
Pharaoh found out what Moses had done, and he tried to have Moses killed.
Ah!
So Moses ran away from Egypt. He stopped in the land of Midian, and 7 sisters came to the well to give water to their father's flock. Some shepherds came to drive them away,
Hey, you.
but Moses stood up for the women.
Hey.
Now these sisters were the daughters of the Midianite priest named Jethro. When Jethro heard what Moses did for his daughters, he sent for Moses. So Moses came to live among the Midianites, and he married Zipporah, one of Jethro's daughters.
Huh?
Meanwhile, back in Egypt, the old Pharaoh died, but he was replaced by a new Pharaoh who continued to treat the Israelites poorly.
Oh, man.
The Israelites cried out to God because of the terrible things that the Pharaoh made them do. God heard these people and knew it was time to act. One day, Moses was tending Jethro's flock when an angel of the Lord appeared to Moses through a burning bush that would not burn up.
Whoa.
Moses stopped to look at the bush, and he heard the voice of God say, "Moses, Moses."
Hello?
God then told Moses how sad he was because of the suffering of his people. He told Moses that he wanted to do something about it, and he wanted Moses to be the one to do it.
Oh, man.
But Moses did not think he was the right person to go. God said, "I will be with you."
Morning.
But Moses said that he wouldn't know the right thing to say to the people. So God said to tell the people that God himself had sent him and promised Moses that his plan would be fulfilled through Moses. But Moses still said to God that he did not think the people would believe him. So God said, "What is that in your hand?"
Oh, eh?
Moses said, "A staff." God told Moses to throw it on the ground.
Wow, okay.
Then God told Moses to catch it. God showed Moses another sign
Huh? Phew.
and told him to show these signs to the people if they did not believe what he said. Moses still didn't think he would have the right words to say, but God said that he himself was the one who made a man's mouth and gave him the ability to speak, so there was no need to worry. Yet even after all this, Moses said, "God, please send someone else." Then God got mad at Moses
Oops.
and said that he would send Moses' brother Aaron to speak for Moses. So Moses went back to his father-in-law and told him that he needed to go back to Egypt. Moses and his family started their journey back to Egypt, and Moses carried the staff of God in his hand, for this staff would be the tool God would use to demonstrate his awesome power to the Israelites and to the Egyptians.
We're back from that story. I enjoyed that story. Did you like that story, Gail?
Yeah.
Did you like that story, Analia?
I enjoyed the story.
You at home, did you like that story? I'm sure we all did. And we learned about how Moses faced his fear. Now, tell us, how did God appear to Moses in that story?
God appeared to Moses A burning bush.
A burning bush, and it said that even though the bush had flames, that the tree was not really burning. Imagine if you saw a bush burning and you heard a voice coming out of that. Would you be afraid?
Yeah.
Would you?
I would probably run.
I would probably run too. Right. But what was Moses afraid of? Was it the bush?
He wasn't afraid of the bush. He was afraid that the Israelites wouldn't listen to him. He didn't believe that, he could have done what God was asking.
Very good. He was afraid of the task that God was asking him to do. He didn't believe in himself that he was capable enough of doing so. So he was afraid. Every time he kept asking God, me? Who, me? And then what happened? God just grew angrier, right? Like, listen to me. I am telling you that you're the one. Go to the people. And in the end, did he do it?
Yes.
In the end, he did. In the end, he got brave. He mustered up his courage and he went out and did what God asked him to do. One way that we could work on our fears is praying to God, asking God to give us the courage that we need, asking God to let us be brave so that we could be superheroes of faith. And that word is important. Having faith. We need to have faith. We need to believe that we are going to be okay. We need to believe that we are strong enough, that we are brave enough, that we are capable of overcoming anything, because God will not let anyone or anything harm us. So make sure that you face your fears so you could be superheroes of faith.
The big idea for today is I can face my fears.
Our question for today is, have you ever stopped doing something because you were too scared? What was it? How do you plan on overcoming your fear?
Our song for today is God Takes Care of Me.
Just like the birds in the sky so high, God takes care of me, He takes care. Just like the moon and the stars at night, God takes care of me, He takes care. Oh, oh, you take care. Oh, oh, you take care. Oh, oh, you take care. God takes care of me, He takes care. God takes care of me, He takes care. Just like the lilies in the field that grow, God takes care of me, He takes care. Just like the fireflies when they glow, God takes care of me, He takes care. Oh, oh, you take care. Oh, oh, you take care. Oh, oh, you take care. God takes care of me, He takes care. God takes care of me, He takes care. Oh, oh, you take care. Oh, oh, you take care. Oh, oh, you take care. God takes care of me, He takes 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 care.
Boys and girls, it's that time of the day.
It's art and craft time.
We're here at our arts and craft table for today. It's time to grab your packages because I'm going to tell you everything that we are going to need for our art today. You're going to need our paper plates. So there are 2 paper plates in your package. We only need 1 for today. So we take out 1 paper plate. We need our crib papers. So there are crib papers in your package. You could take that out. Some of you have yellow, some of you might have orange. So whichever color crib paper you have, you could take it out. We'll need our crayons. So get your box of crayons. And you will need a pencil. Or if you want, you could use your crayons, but we need something to draw. What are not included in your packages that you'll need today are scissors and glue. So for today, Since our story was Moses and the burning bush, we will create our very own burning bush. So what you'll do is you'll take your paper plate and your pencil and you're going to draw a picture of a bush or a small plant. And once you've drawn it on the paper plate, have a helper help you to cut it out. This is how the bush looks, and I'll go ahead and I'll use the scissors to cut it out. Analia and Gail, they're drawing their bush as well, and they will cut it out just the same. So here we have the bush already cut out from the paper plate. Analia and Gail, they're still going ahead and cutting out their bush from the paper plate. After it's cut out, you could go ahead and use your crayons to color your bush. Make sure you color it green because that is why we have the orange and yellow crepe paper to act as the flame. So you don't need to color it orange, color it green like the color of a bush. So we have our bush, Analia. Wow, look at that, right? So her bush looks different from mine, but they're still bush. And over here, Gail is still working on hers. So now that we're finished, what we're going to do is we're going to rip little pieces of our orange crepe paper, and we're going to use the glue to stick it all over the bush as our flame. So you could put as many as you like, as little as you like, wherever you want on the bush because it's just a burning bush. Our burning bush. Once you're done, it should look something a little bit like these, or however you created it. So remember to send us your pictures so that we could highlight it on our final show tomorrow. Look at Gail's burning bush and Analia's burning bush. Look at mine. So we definitely want to see your burning bush. Wasn't that fun to make?
It was fun.
Very fun and creative. Thank you for joining us today. Be sure to tune in tomorrow for our final episode of VBS. Until next time, goodbye.
And like Daniel who trusted God, see the lions made no sound. And like Joshua's mighty shout, man, the Jericho wall fell down. Like Abraham's story sings, he was faithful in all things. And like Mary who welcomed God when she birthed our heavenly King. I wanna be a hero. The enemy won't break me. In my weakness you are strong. No weapon formed against me will defeat my faith in God.